All right.
Yeah.
And we are back. That
Show
was
some
like,
love.
yeah, show some love. All right. We're back with the Inglewood Enterprise Galleries. Awesome, ever improving, new and improved. Show some love show.
That's right.
All right. It's all about showing some love instead of hating on each other. You know, let's show some positive energy, put some more positive energy and love out there, and keep it flowing. Like circuitry, you know what I mean? Giving power to everybody and everyone, operating like a node in this whole electrical system of positive circuitry and something like that.
And love is natural.
Yes, yes. Once again, for those of you who might not remember, we are
The Inglewood Enterprise Gallery.
Yes.
We're at 35th and Racine, 1200 West 35th Street. Y'all shoot us an email, enterprisegallery@gmail.com, and visit our website, inglewood.enterprisegallery.com.
Yes, yes. Enterprisegallery@gmail.com. Yeah, if y'all want to reach out, if y'all would like to give some questions, comments, even criticisms, we up for that. Just don't get belligerent. Go on and send them our way. We welcome that. We always trying to make ourselves better as individuals and human beings and as a show and all of those types of wonderful things. Also, for those of you that might be on Instagram, also known as IG as they call it, I think, you can catch us at Inglewood Enterprise Gallery on IG. You know, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to see stuff like this.
Oh,
that's
wow,
how you know it's
look
on
at
our
the
page.
youth
You know,
right
that's
there.
like what we used to do and what we still do with the youth, with the children, you know, art parties and stuff like that. Here goes some other exciting stuff waiting for the internet to catch up. There we go. All right, some more pictures, you know, art parties, children, you know, showing some love for the community. Also, you can also check out the Medina the Artist IG page and see some of the awesome new things that I'm working on for and on behalf
Look at
of the
that
Inglewood
truck
Enterprise
right there.
Gallery.
Yeah.
That's one of our latest, greatest prized possessions. I like to call it the Temple of Art.
Okay.
I like to call
like
it the
that.
Temple of Art. You know, that is where we not only create, but the Temple of Art will be moving around through the community. You're going to see it there. So when you see it, hey, show some love, like it says. Show some love right there, the Temple of Art. So, yeah, this is the Medina the Artist IG as well as the Inglewood Enterprise Gallery
Zenobia
IG.
630 IG.
Yeah, I was... What is
check out-
630?
Yeah,
Queens.
Queens
Okay, we're
Zenobia
going to get it
630.
pulled up.
Yeah,
And we're
yeah.
going to show it to you, you know.
Performing
Excuse
hip-hop
me.
artist, community organizer.
Spoken
Right.
word,
Yeah, exactly.
hip hop,
Yeah. And I got
poetry
a
and
love for
prose.
crystals too now. That's my new
crystals,
thing.
yeah, crystal mining extraordinaire.
Yeah.
So why don't you, since we own crystals,
Okay.
this season, maybe not the whole season, but I have been so energized by the power of crystals and positivity. They played a major part in my life, you know, especially during the COVID era, you know, and hopefully I can call it the COVID era as in it's behind us, but I know they say we're not out the woods yet, so I still keep a couple masks
The new
and
norm.
all of that extra stuff around, some ultraviolet candles, no, not candles, UV lights. I keep some UV lights
yes.
for killing germs. Make sure y'all wash your hands, soap and water, eat
Absolutely.
right, eat healthy, breathe oxygen,
right, yeah.
sunlight, vitamin D,
Sunlight.
C, E,
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
and B plus, I think.
B,
So,
B12.
B12, all of that D, vitamin D. Actually, I think sunlight activates vitamin D
It does activate
as well as
vitamin
melanin.
D.
You
Yeah.
know, so I don't know. There's some type of connection there. So we never can have enough of any of that. Get some melanin in your system. Get you some vitamin D. You could probably buy some melatonin too if you need to. As a sleep aid. But aside from that, it's good to be back. But what I was getting at is that this whole season, we may just dedicate to the healing arts, you know. Now, over the last seasons, I know we had somebody who played now you got to remind me how to say some of this stuff.
Okay.
Didgeridoo?
Didgeridoo. Yeah, that was our brother
Didgeridoo.
Jimmy Chan. He
Yeah.
played the didgeridoo.
Sound bowls.
Played the sound bowls.
The
triangle.
the triangle, and the voice is the first instrument, right?
Right.
He played the voice as well.
Yes, exactly.
So all of this ultrasonic healing, you know, healing vibrational frequencies. Big shout out to my man, brother Eric, who is always here, our resident ultrasonic metaphysical specialists telling us about the different elements of healing frequencies and light frequencies and sound and oscillation and all of these other things that are major. But back to the crystals, all right? Crystals. We've been digging crystals. You've been on our crystal mining expedition.
Yes.
Yes. What's your thoughts on that?
It's a healing experience, Medina. At first, I didn't know I was going to be so excited to actually play in dirt until I started getting to them gems. I was like, oh, what's that? What's that? Oh, is it a rock? Is it this? Is it that? So that, the experience of suspense is one good thing. And then also their healing properties in the dirt. So I know in Hot Springs, Arkansas, the dirt there is red. So they have a red clay. And it made my skin feel really good and smooth. What else do I remember about this experience? I mean, it was just renowned, like from any age, from young and old. It's a unity thing, a family thing. I made family with people I never met before, Yes. We were looking for different good digging locations, Oh, let's go dig over here. Oh, let's go dig over there. And I appreciated the group working together and getting organized.
Yes.
And then the healing properties, it was like different phases. Like when I had my crystals and they was all red clay and all dirty, then we sprayed them. And then we went back and cleaned them again. And then we went back and cleaned them again. And then by that fourth clean, it was all sparkly and clear. I was like, oh, wow.
One thing I want to follow up on, because you mentioned it, crystals, bringing people together. Being out there in the middle of those dirt mounds, red dirt, of course, digging those crystals, it was very much a peaceful experience. And it brought a lot of people together. Strangers became friends, and it's the type of thing you'll walk up on somebody you never met before, and they'll be like, hey, here, take this crystal.
Yep.
Because it's abundant. And that's one thing that I learned early on in my youth, is that one of mankind's issues is that we wind up doing a lot of battling against each other for energy. Okay. There's always a race for energy, for power, when the key is to understand that the natural environment around us has unlimited power. It's just like the issue with fossil fuels. Fossil fuels have a limited supply of power, but there are certain elements in our environment, like the sun, like the wind, potentially like the water, that have the potential to give us an abundance of unlimited power if we just tap into them. And I think crystals are one of those elements, The earth has blessed us with them, and mankind has used them. I didn't learn
the process of how crystals are made.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Tell me about it.
Water passing through the sediments of the earth, and then over time, a crystal can form over 3 days or some hundreds and thousands of years. It depends.
Yes.
But basically, if there's water, there's a possibility of a crystal. And it means any type of water. It possibly crystals can form by the river, by the spring, by the lake. And actually, here in Chicago, our crystal is more of a rock, and it's this special kind of pinky rock. Y'all see them all downtown. You know why you see them all downtown? Because that's native to Chicago, Illinois. And it's like a crystally type of rock type of thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I have to look up the name of it.
Yeah, I got to look into that. Also, while we're talking about it, let me just pull up. I like to play our videos.
Oh, we got a caller?
Okay. All right. We got a call on the line?
Go ahead, caller. Thanks for calling in. Show some love.
Hello, how's it going today?
Excellent. It's going great.
Okay, I was interested because I'm familiar with some of those crystals, and I was remembering I had seen some of your people, and they was mentioning a crystal passing, not giveaway because crystals last forever, but a million crystals or something, giveaway or something. Never really seen crystals.
Right. Oh, that's excellent, man. You beat me to the punch. You must have read my mind, my brother.
Well, that's an event.
That's
10, he gonna talk about it. Go ahead.
I'm gonna jump right into it. So what he's asking me about, and he must have some good sources because I ain't even put it out there yet. It was just in my head. It's called 1 Million Crystals Movement. All right,
I like
1 Million Crystals Movement. Okay. And it's really tied in with the conversation that you were having earlier about crystals and the power of them to bring people and attract people and magnetism.
Okay.
So I feel like there are so many challenges in our Chicago environments with violence and crime and this and that, self-hatred, and people really not finding and recognizing the value in themselves and in their community, which is why many of us act and react the way that we do. I felt like since we done tried a lot of different strategies, you know, praying, marching, sitting in, laying in, you know, jobs, workforce development, voting.
Okay.
I came up with a new strategy, and it might sound a little off the wall, but bear with me.
Everybody need a crystal?
I think that we should bring 1 million crystals into the Chicagoland area. You know, if these crystals do what we believe we say they do, which is bring peace and positivity and unity and all of this other stuff and healing properties, and you're actually able to program them as they use crystals in computers to program computers.
And cell phones.
Program them, cell phones as well, with positive energy, almost like an anointing, but I don't want to get too, you know, I don't want to sound like it's too much to it, but you anoint these crystals and impute positive energy into these crystals and speak words of love, you know, just like you would do a plant. Some people even speak words of love to a cup of water before they drink it, and they actually say that that helps. It tastes better. It's healthier for you. All right. So 1 million crystals coming into the Chicagoland community, program with positivity to create what we recognize as the largest crystal grid in America. Maybe just Chicago. We got another caller. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, caller.
We got another caller.
Show some love.
The line is
before
open.
You speak, caller. If y'all listening on the web, y'all can call in 312-738-1060. Go ahead, caller.
I was just wondering the relationship the crystals and the sun have.
I'm sorry, you say
Can you repeat that? The relationship with crystals and what?
The sun.
One more time. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Which one crystal for the million crystals?
Oh, the different crystals?
No, the sun. Does the sun recharge the crystals?
Oh, the
does
sun.
the sun recharge the crystals?
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, you know, and I'm not no guru. I might have to get a guru on the phone, you know. But I am familiar with the sun being one of the ways in which crystals are able to be charged, if I'm not mistaken, or purified.
Charged or cleansed.
Yeah, or cleansed, as well as utilizing other crystals or other elements like selenite and, you know, crystals to charge each other and reflect different energies off each other. But if you got any ideas on that, brother, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it.
Absolutely.
Is he still there? Oh, okay, you there.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
he's still there.
There was different irons and magnetic
magnetic minerals?
Magnetic minerals that were intertwined with them. That had different attributes when you wore them.
Okay. Is that pretty much what makes one crystal different from the other? The different elements of different metals and whatnot that may be in them? Like, let's say, clear quartz versus amethyst versus rose quartz?
Versus turquoise.
Right.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now, are you a crystal collector yourself?
No, I'm actually a friend of Queen Z's right there.
Oh,
okay, all right.
Well, thank you for calling
Queen
in.
Z's, her entourage is strong. You know what I mean? She got people everywhere. I say, yes, indeed.
If
Showing
you were here in
support.
Chicago, I sound like one of my out-of-town buddies, but if you were here in Chicago, what is it, Friday, the third Friday?
Third Friday, we got an event as in line with my 1 million crystals movement, where we are looking to move 1 million positively charged crystals into the Chicagoland area to try to help combat violence and negativity. We want to come with crystals and positivity. What I'm going to be doing for the first time ever, tell everybody you know, is I'm going to be giving away crystals. Yes, I said
Whoa.
it. I say giving away crystals at this crystal party. All right, it's gonna be the third Friday
I'll be there.
at our new location at 35th and Racine, known as the Bridgeport Arts Center. Now they got us down in the basement somewhere, so you got to reach out so I can show you how to link up with us. Speaking of that, we also have another exhibit going on in the basement. Not only am I going to be giving away free quartz crystals to people that come through, and we'll have a chance to talk about them. I got crystal-infused art for you to check out, but I also have an ongoing exhibit with one of my community partners. Let me just pull this up right quick so I will show you. This is the Yoga in Vogue Studio. There we go. This is the Yoga in Vogue Studio. And what I happen to be doing with the Yoga in Vogue Studio, they're down there in the basement at the at the Bridgeport Art Center with us on 35th and Racine. But they have an exhibit, which is one that is a collaborative exhibit. I brought to them probably the largest display of amethyst crystals in Chicago right now. I won't say in the country. I won't take it all the way there. But in Chicago right now, I got 800 pounds of amethyst geodes sitting in the Yoga in Vogue studio.
I like
so that is... Yeah, they're getting charged up. People are doing yoga. They meditating. They checking it out. Third Friday, check it out. That's the 20th, May 20th. We got another call, I think. They blowing the lines up today. Show some love.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead.
Peace. What up, bro? What up, sis?
Peace. What's going on?
Ain't nothing. So, this is Chris Buck right here. I'm a South Sider, but I'm down in the A.
Yes.
I'm on this demonstration for my brother Eric.
Okay.
So I just want to speak from the ignorant. I'm not familiar. I know and I see about the crystals, but I don't have no knowledge of that. So again, the ignorant.
Yes.
Just trying to get that knowledge of the strength, and I see what y'all speaking on. And I just want to get some more knowledge on that.
Yes.
What's this right here, Brother Medina?
Okay, I'm gonna jump right into your question, bro. Let me the sister asked me about this. Let me do a little overhead. We got the cameras working. Okay, so starting off, this crystal right here is known as malachite. All right, and malachite is actually an expensive crystal, or also known as a mineral, all right? But malachite itself is supposed to have the properties of protection and prosperity. So this is like throughout ancient times, this is what the people who were workers with malachite believe it did for them. But when you understand what malachite as a mineral actually does, historically malachite can be grounded down into a powder, right? And then when you heat it up, then it actually becomes copper. So the fact about malachite itself is that malachite, as well as turquoise, as well as another ore known as azurite, is also copper ore, and they were able to make shields out of them and armor and tools out of them. So that gave to the idea that this mineral had an energy of protection as well as prosperity.
Now, in a short cap understanding, the earth all over the world has different colors and different terrains and different things. So all over the world, all these different types of crystals exist and have properties, like this one with the copper property. You know, we know diamonds, but actually what I think somebody was able to tell me has some amethyst properties in it. Whole different story, but it's formed with water. So, brother, I'm so glad you asked that. And look, even though me and Medina sitting here like we crystal pros, every time we go crystal mining, we learn something new.
Yes, indeed. Another thing about the quartz crystal is, you know, in our world, you really, and it takes a certain element of belief, to tell you the truth, as in anything, you know. In our world, you have things that operate on different dimensional levels, okay? So let's say, for instance, quartz itself, as a scientific material, it's been used in clocks to keep time. It's been used in computers and phones with the elements of programming and electricity, and also
and cobalt's a crystal, and that's
and cobalt. Too. When you look at our motors, right? Our motor is composed of copper. every motor has copper wire coiled up in it. Copper itself, as I explained to you, starts out as a crystal, all right, and in some form or a mineral, and then is made into copper. So these crystals, they have double lives. They have one life that we use them for scientifically, but they have another life that can't always be quantified, like a spiritual world.
Exactly.
Just like you might not necessarily see your spirit as a person, but you believe that it exists. But you see me standing here physically and the work that I'm able to do as a human being. But you might not see the work that I do in the spirit world. All right, because sometimes that's hidden. But when you look at the spiritual side of what some crystals are supposed to be able to do, let's say quartz, for instance, quartz is supposed to be good for telepathy and vision, as well as amplifying energy that you project into it. And that is similar to what it does in its real life as a component of other elements, or as mechanical components.
Okay.
You know, X-ray machines are about vision and seeing through things. Those hold quartz crystals. When you talk about telepathy, the earliest radios were powered off of quartz crystals, and that allowed human beings to communicate across long levels, long ranges and distances. So on one side, you have the spiritual life of quartz, where you have the legends of the crystal ball and being able to stare into the crystal. All right, and then you have the real world of quartz, where it is used as an X-ray component. So this is how a lot of crystals are. Different crystals have different supposed metaphysical elements, and it's really up to the user to determine how effective it actually is for them. Now, as far as my own personal story, you know, I got activated with the crystals traveling through Hot Springs, Arkansas a couple years ago. And anybody who knows me personally, you know, I was just a regular old artist.
Yeah.
You know, I was just a regular old artist until I was traveling through Arkansas, which is the crystal vortex of the world. Hot Springs, Arkansas, the largest continuous mountains of crystals that you will find in the world is right here in our country. And I was passing through, and what I noticed is that when I got home, my thoughts and my feelings were different. And then I began thinking about people who began to call me on the phone without me even physically reaching out to them. So, you know, I can only tell you my own personal story on how crystals have engaged my life on a telepathic as well as on a creative level. And I felt enough about them to pretty much dedicate my life's work to trying to bring as many crystals as I can to the people. Right. Starting with this 1 million crystals movement, we're really starting with infusing the crystals into my artwork, which I'll show a little bit before we wrap up. You know, infusing the crystals into my artwork, and then trying to figure out what I can do to bring more crystals into the Chicagoland area. Okay. And I'm going to let Queen Z pick up on that one, because I ain't going to eat up all the time.
No, it's all right. Time is shared. So our brother Jimmy Chan, we mentioned earlier, who played the didgeridoo, he got a sound vibration meditation event. It's going to be May 14th, 5051 West Gunnison Street. That's far north. It's from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. But let me read this real quick. It say Atlantis Gong, Anzarian Tam Tam, Thunder Sheet, Nepali Singing Bowls, Crystal Singing Bowls, Crystal and Bamboo, Didgeridoo, Drums, Rain Sticks, Rattles, and several other exotic instruments, and also special guest Kahari Lemuel with a cello. So crystals got healing properties, and music and sound has healing properties. So if you can make it to this event, definitely make it to this event.
Yes, healing properties, like we were talking about, tying it all in with frequencies and resonance and high vibrational energy. You can vibrate on a low level, or you can vibrate on a high level, bringing up your higher self and the crown chakra and all these other things. You know, I have to get some Reiki practitioners on the line because I don't want to mess that thing up. You know what I mean? But y'all understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Healing frequencies, high vibrational instruments, high vibrational colors, and all of that other stuff. You know, let me make sure I didn't miss nothing. There's so much going on. The 1 million crystals movement. So third Friday, come on down to the Bridgeport Arts Center. You can reach out at Medina the Artist on IG or Inglewood Enterprise Gallery on IG or Queen Z
630 on
630.
IG.
Ain't no underscores in
no,
that,
ain't
right?
no underscores.
Queen Z 630 on IG.
Right.
All right. And come out and let's do some networking. Also, Yoga in Vogue Studio, they got the largest display of amethyst geodes in Chicago right now, provided by yours truly and the Inglewood Enterprise Gallery. If somebody got a larger presentation of amethyst crystals, get on the phone right now and let me know. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. We all. It's so much going on.
Man, that's the real topic of the time.
I don't even know if the people heard that, but they wanted to make sure that I mentioned the sweat lodge.
Exactly.
We talking all about crystals.
Crystal.
My goodness, the sweat lodge was amazing. I mean, you know, we had a group of people from different parts of the country. We got together. We went crystal mining on the new moon. We had creative jewelry making classes, and we called our ancestors down for protection and guidance. It was amazing.
Absolutely.
Queen Z, I know you done been involved in sweat lodges before. Tell me all about it. This is my first one.
We use the words, it's a spiritual event. It's out of this world type of event. I mean, you know, they say if it's too hot, the heat too hot, get out the kitchen. Not necessarily. Also heat has healing properties.
Yes.
That's what I learned. I was sweating bullets, and you know, in the first 20 minutes, I was like, I can't do it. But then after about an hour in, I'm like, I got this. It's cool. All right, warm me up. Sweat. And then when I came out, like he said, when he first got in the crystals, he was a new person. I was a new person. So I've been in the sweat lodge about 3 times in my life, and I would suggest everyone do it. It has healing properties and get rid of sickness. It can help you clear your mind, help you get your thoughts organized, help you plan to become the next entrepreneur. It can do all of that.
Yes. Once again, we greatly appreciate Baba Kwame Sunhorse, who was our facilitator in the Sweat Lodge down in the Crystal Vortex. It was a huge learning experience, a historical experience. Big up to Baba Kenamen and the Mineral Deposit Tribe. Big up to Sister Tahita. I can't even mention everybody. Don't get mad. I ain't forget about everybody. You know, I just can't mention everybody. Yeah, we look like we got another caller. They about to put us out of here, so we got a minute and a half. Peace and blessings.
Hello?
Yes,
hey,
hello.
How you
we
doing?
hear you. Thanks for calling. Go ahead.
Yes, my name is Ray, and I've been going for 3 years. I moved back to Chicago, and I'm going to watch you guys every week because you're the first show that I've seen since I've been back, and I'll call, and I'll give you my name every week from now on. I'll be watching.
All right.
Thank you, Ray. I appreciate it, Ray.
Yes.
Hey, great show. Thank you.
Hey, I appreciate it, Ray. We're gonna keep up the good work. You know, it's people like Ray that make, you know, they just keep us going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank you to all our fans.
Thanks for showing us some love, Ray.
Thanks for showing some love. That's what it's all about, showing some love. Before we get out of here, I probably was supposed to do this more often, but let me pull this up one more time just to remind everybody. We are the Inglewood Enterprise Gallery, also known as EEG. This is the Show Some Love show. You can check us out at our new address at 35th and Racine. You can also catch us on IG, Queen Z 630, Medina the Artist. Also, Inglewood Enterprise Gallery on IG. You can check out our website, inglewoodenterprisegallery.com. Also, last but not least, I would also like to give a big thanks to the Chicago Community Trust. Because of their philanthropy, we will be able to continue our summer mentoring program, working with the youth reaching out, youth development. We're going to show them how to take some crystals and make jewelry out of them and create another layer of self-sufficiency so we can combat poverty and ignorance. And we're going to continue with our mission of uplifting humanity using arts and creativity and bringing 1 million crystals into the Chicagoland area. That 1 million crystals movement. One more shout out. Yes, indeed.
Brother running the board, and also our other co-host, Brother Eric, a.k.a. Prez.
Brother Eric, a.k.a. Prez.
Absolutely.
I'm just coming to say what's up.
Okay.
All right. That's what's up. Okay, cool.
This is the man working the boards back there.
I've been back.
We're still under the mask mandate, but it's all good.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. Appreciate you all the time, brother.
To tune in next week.
Tune in next week. We're going to be talking more about healing. All right, we might switch it up a little bit. I know y'all might be getting bored with crystals, but I don't think so. I think y'all want more. Call us and let us know. Check us out on IG, and everybody be safe in Chicagoland and in the world.
Until next week.
Until next week. Peace
Show
and
some
blessings.
love. Hit the button.
Show some love.